Alrighty, welcome back to Hollow Knight First Pass, and we're doing Forgotten Crossroads, so we're just going to get right into it. I like to start by going left, and it's just to make everything a little bit more clean on your way through, and try to minimize the amount of looping that you have to do. Typically with these charging guys, you can get most of their geo just by holding forward, so you don't really have to stop to get them. So, now we're going to head up here. This is going to be a little bit of a longer segment just because we're going to be grabbing all the grubs in this section. These guys are like little mini bosses, and they're not that difficult. You can hit them twice after they jump backwards for the shockwave. You do once on the way down. Yep. And then just like that, make sure you grab the geo, you free the grub. And we're just going to walk right back out. But like I was saying, it's going to be a little bit of a longer episode just because it's a bigger area. King's Pass is fairly quick. So we're going to keep going this way. We're going to ignore those guys. And we're going to go this way. Oh. So. And the reason I didn't sit on the bench in Dirtmouth is so I can keep my lifeblood. Not a necessity, but just something to think about. You can wall hack this guy right here through the wall if you don't want him jumping everywhere. See, I got all three that time, so you don't need to turn around to get their geo. This room can be a little bit annoying just because we have to get that grub. Because it is possible in your first pass, you don't need your monarch wings and you don't need your dash, but we do need this guy. And so the technique that I found is you want to lure him this way and then loop back around. He's going to fly off to the right. You want to grab his attention here, and then you're going to want to pogo him once, and then you can free the grub. Sometimes, if you do it as well as possible, you can actually land on that ledge up there. I'm just glad that I got it first try, and I don't have to waste time trying to do that a whole bunch. Because if you only get 2 tries per room load, and then if you kill the Vengefly, you have to reload the room. So this puts us right here, and so now we can drop down to the bottom here and continue on right past Cornifer. You can grab the map if you want. I'm not going to. It's only 30. But the map is 30, so you can grab it if you want. If we can go left here, I believe. Yes, I believe that we should be going this way. So, just a little bit of parkour here. Oh, jumped too early there. But that's why I kept the lifeblood, just so I don't have to waste time trying to heal with my soul. So we can get down here, and we can hit that guy 3 times, free a grub, and just be a little bit careful on the way back. It takes 4 to kill the Aspid mother. And if you knock her into the water, she won't spawn the little guys on death. So that's just a little trick that I found there. So we're gonna go back this way, not get hit by this guy, and then if you jump here, you can down strike and get right up there. It's perfectly timed almost every single time. And you can grab that geo rock, and then we're gonna jump across the spikes here, and we're gonna continue on this way. Now up here there's a lot of geo, so it's a good idea to grab it now. You can grab all of these and then upstrike this guy, and then there's another geo rock in here. And at this point, if you need to heal, you can drop down to the right side there, and you can skip the ambush, and you can go right into the hot spring if you have to heal. So that's kind of a nice thing. I don't, so I'm just going to go the normal way, and I'm going to try to hit this Aspid here. Now, there is a skip here. I'm going to see if I can do it. Nope, I can't. but that's okay. You can actually knock that stalactite as it's falling down, and it will insta-kill these two guys right here. So, and then, so that's where you would fall from the top there, and then you would just come right into the hot spring, fill your soul and your masks, and there's a bench too if you want to save. I'm just going to keep going this way. He will spawn back, so just be a little bit careful there. And then down to the left there, we need the cloak to progress. We want to go through this guy. There is a mass shard up there that we can get. It's kind of difficult to lure this guy over. Yeah, because if he knocks into the golems, he will die. So, but basically, you would lure him over to the little section over there on the left, and then you can get up without your double jump and your mantis claw and all that. So, we will try it on another pass through there. But it is definitely possible. I might try reloading the room a few times. If we go up here, we don't have to wait for the cycle and do a hop like that, and we can get through this room. And then up here, this is where the stag station is, but I do like to loop around, kind of do things in a little bit of a backwards order, but you know, to each their own. I just like going this way because then once I'm through this room, I can loop back up, so it's nice like that. And I would come straight for the Gru's mother here. And it is super nice to have Vengeful Spirit when you fight Gru's mother, just because of the little babies that get spawned right here. But I don't have it, and it's solely so that after I defeat False Knight, we can head upwards instead of having to come back down. We got a pretty good spawn there for the little babies spawning. So, and there is Salubra with the bench right there. You can shade skip to get to it, not mandatory, especially because we're going to be going there later. But the reason for coming down here is so that we can get Sly, and we can get Gathering Swarm just to keep getting our Geo. So once we free him, we can head this way and up here, and we're just gonna keep going up. Tram, we can't use the tram because we don't have the tram pass, and we're just gonna skip past these guys. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna get another grub in this room. You can just down strike. This one is 4, otherwise you're gonna land on those back spikes. And then I found that if you just hit, oops, that's the one time that I actually wanted to hit the spikes. Say you're coming this way, you hit the grub, you can spawn, and you spawn right back at the beginning. So it's just a tiny bit of a time save if your health allows for it. And we keep going this way, and we keep going this way. Forgotten Crossroads is such a big section here. And it's also super nice to have Vengeful Spirit to kill these guys super quick too, but it's not necessary. And then False Knight is through there, but I am gonna grab the Stag Station just for convenience sake. So that's 50 for the Stag Station. Just gonna bench really quick. I do have Fury of the Fallen, but it's not worth putting on right now. And we're just gonna work on making our way back up here, slaughtering everything in sight. And we got another one of these guys. These guys are good for Geo. You don't want to jump. I don't know why I jumped there. Yeah, and I didn't mention earlier, but they do deal double damage, so you want to watch out for that. But yeah, they're pretty easy. Typically, if you knock him back far enough, he'll open up this. We could go up there right now, but we can't get through the Crystal Dash section. But there is a guy in the Geo Rock up there if you really want to get that extra Geo. We're going to head up here and we're going to fight False Knight. I'm going to heal just because I don't have spells, so there's no reason not to. And again, because we're focused just a tiny bit on Geo right now, we're going to end up mollywopping these guys. And then we're going to fight False Knight. And he is fairly easy. You can tell when he's about to do his shockwaves by when he's jumping backwards. And you can upstrike him to not move back. You want to be kind of towards the outside so when he stands up, he doesn't deal damage to you. You can knock these rocks back at him too, to deal some damage. And then additionally, if you really don't want to fight him, you can, after his first tantrum, just open that side up. I'm not going to, just because we get some Geo if we complete him the right way. You can typically hit him about 2 or 3 times before you have to move out of the way and knock some rocks back at him. And right there. Oh, I should have just gone with it. That's alright. So I can heal here for a second and then upstrike him so I don't back up. And we just keep going. Let him hit that, knock the rocks back down, and that was dumb that I got hit there, but that's alright. And we can finish him off right there. I'm going to heal, and this is so that we can get into the City of Tears the easiest way possible. And then, because we did that, we can open up this chest here, and we can get all the Geo. And yeah, just right up there is where we fought him. So you can skip the fight, but the gate will still be closed on the Geo. And yeah, it'll just be a little bit difficult. Then we can finally grab Vengeful Spirit off to the left here. We're gonna go see our favorite Snail Shaman. Grab ourselves a fireball. This section is pretty quick too. There's a bench there, but I'm at full. We're gonna talk to our Snail Shaman. She's gonna be like, "Hey, I made this just for you, and it's a family recipe." And you're like, that, let me taste it. That tastes pretty good. And then it knocks you out. And it's just a scheme to get you to do a little bit of house cleaning for the Snail Shaman, but that's alright. You gotta make friends somehow, right? So after you wake up, she's still sleeping. You could talk to her, but I'm kind of mad at her right now. She kind of kidnapped us. It is telling me to use my Vengeful Spirit. I just think it's quicker if you just kind of dodge everything. And you just kind of go through here. Dodge this guy. Down strike here. You can dodge this guy. Fight this guy. And we just keep going up. Just like this. Dodge this guy. And off to the left here, we watch out for the guy that's rolling from behind. Off to the left, there is a soul totem if you need soul. There's also some little guys over here. And this guy will come out of here. So these guys will also give you soul. And then there's another guy up here. And another guy here. Oh. And then Geo Rocks. And Lifeblood. Oh. And you don't want to jump down just in case they go left, so you don't have to loop back around. But then here they are, and it's a good idea to have full soul as you're going into this fight. As soon as he wakes up, just hit him with 3. And then most of the time you can just stand here until he spawns a little balder. Just got to be a little bit careful. And then when he spawns it, you can hit him. And it's very important to be careful right here. You don't want to downstrike. You want to come and grab Soul Catcher. Soul Catcher is pretty useful at the beginning of the game. Now we can talk to the Snail Shaman again, be like, hey, I did your chores for you. She's like, wow, that's crazy, the gate opened. And we're like, yeah, thanks. And so now, because I am just going to put on Soul Catcher, I am going to sit on the bench here. And Soul Catcher gives us more soul per hit. And we can keep going this way. Slap this lever. And this puts us out right by where Cornifer was. So now at this point, we have a couple of options. We're going to go back up here. And we're going to attempt to fight the Brooding Moloch. Now, how do you get to the Brooding Moloch? You find the green path area with the lantern, and you don't want to fall that far. That was unintentional. You want to actually succeed at the platforming. But you want to get to the green path area, and you do a little short hop, and if you do it properly, you land on the ledge. I'm just failing right now, so you carry some momentum into it, and you land on the ledge right there. Then you can kind of skip past these guys. There's a soul totem up there if you need, and now here is the hardest part that is not fighting the Moloch. We need to pogo on the spikes. So, I like to kill anybody that comes near me, firstly, but then make my way to the second one, and then to the third one, and then for here, I like to hit it once, and then line up, just so I don't hit the top spike on the way down. Then I can come this way, I can heal right here, because sometimes trying to kill the Moloch without upgrades is kind of difficult. Look down just to make sure that you're lined up with the platform. If you go left, you can get to a soul totem that's over here. I don't have enough of it. And if you go up this way, this will loop back around to the beginning, but you can also get a Geo Rock that's over here. There we go. And you can just come back down this way, it's quicker, you don't have to worry about where you're going to land. So then you make it back down, jump over those spikes right there, and we're going to go fight the Brooding Moloch. Now, the game thinks that you shouldn't be here because you don't have your Mantis Claw, but you can actually beat the Moloch without anything. Right there, once he does the spit, like the area spit, you want to get close to him, and oh boy, this is not going too well, but we're gonna make it work. That attack right there, you want to pogo on him. You can typically do it about 3 times, 4 or however many if you really want to press your luck. But yeah, just kind of dodge what's going on here, heal when you can. The ideal time to heal is after he jumps to the side. You want to move back towards the middle. In order to heal. So right there, you want to move back towards the outside, and then you can heal. As long as he doesn't come towards you. I'll do it again right there. Oh, he jumped again. Huh. But as long as you take your time, and you don't try to pogo on top of him when you're not trying to dodge attacks, then it shouldn't be too difficult. And this will get you a mass shard. Just like that. And now we have Brooding Moloch done. This will put us right out on the other side of Cornifer. And alright, so now I'm gonna go this way. Just double check to make sure. I'm just gonna check this area right here for a second. Can't get up there. And yep, there's just Geo down here. So I'm glad that I came down, so we can grab all this Geo, make our way back up, And we're gonna head this way. And what we're doing right now is we are going to attempt this again. I don't even know what my best plan of action is right now. If you can kind of like lure him upwards, and then it's a lost cause. But you can make your way this way. There's some more guys up there. At this point, we have more than enough geo for what we're trying to accomplish at this point, but you can just grab all of these rocks too. And we're gonna come down here. We have to wait in here unless we want to take damage, which is why I went up top the first time. But as we're making our way this way, we're going this way so we can take the stag station that we unlocked earlier up to Dirt Mouth, so that we can unlock the Dirt Mouth stag from the inside. We're gonna ring this guy, talk to him, and we're gonna head up to Dirt Mouth so we can unlock the stag station. We're gonna go to Sly Shop. We're going to grab Gathering Swarm. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. Hop through the town, get in here, talk to Sly. He's gonna say how he knew that you were gonna come and talk to him. And we're gonna grab Gathering Swarm. And there is a mass shard there. I'm not gonna get it right now, but we're gonna keep going this way. I'm gonna sit on this bench here. Cornifer and Ielza shop are gonna be open at this point, and we're gonna go. Actually, we're not gonna go back down this way. We're gonna continue this way down the well, and we're going to go left, kill this guy, grab this geo, head up. Oops. And we're gonna visit the Grub Father. So you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right up there, and 5 over here. So there's a total of 5 grubs. He's gonna do his sparkles, which means 5, and we're gonna get another mass shard. And it's a total of 100 geo from the first 4 grubs, so that's good. And if you're able to get the Vengefly skip with the gomes, that will be your 3rd mass shard, and then you can buy your 4th one for 150 or whatever it was from Sly. And so you can get your 6th mask before even leaving the Crossroads. But we're gonna make our way here to Green Path. Fail the platforming just a little bit, but that's okay. And we're about done with this part here. Yep, here's the Green Path screen. I'm just gonna go this way. There's some mask flies there. Wait for this guy. Ooh, there we go. And all I'm doing is just running through here to this room right here. And that's because there's a bench right up in here. As long as you don't short hop when you're trying to full hop, you can come hang out at the top of Green Path. And this is where I'm going to leave it for the next part, which is going to be Green Path. See you guys next time.